I challenged myself to do the Wim Hof breathing method for 30 days. Did I succeed? What were the benefits? And should you try it? Find out in today's Shaggy's Ideas. I noticed while editing that my video is really long, so I decided to cut it up into episodes, kind of like a series. In this episode, my experience, 30 days, Wim Hof breathing. What was my experience? First of all, the first time it was very euphoric. It was just very strong. Like the feelings of like gratitude. I felt really grateful. I felt at peace. I didn't feel like, oh, I'm chill. I felt like chill but energized. The tingling sensations felt really good. I noticed that the more time I spent doing it, the harder it was to get those tingling sensations. It's like my body got used to those feelings. Because the tingling sensation also has to do with the fact the blood's alkaline and oxygen isn't releasing from the blood cells yet. I guess my body adapted and it's easier for the body to send every bit of oxygen through. It's much easier for the body, it seems. The body adapts. I remember feeling the side effects of like heaviness on the face, on the chest area. Like I could lift my arm, I could do everything, but it felt like heavy. Not heavy like I couldn't lift it. Heavy like it felt like there was a bit of pressure on it. Your heartbeat is very strong. Like you could focus on your heartbeat once you're in the retention cycle. At first, my retention cycle was not that long. I could maybe hold my breath for like a minute and 16 seconds for the first set, and then maybe ended off with like a minute and 50 when I was starting out. By the end of it, I managed to have a retention of, or I would say 2 minutes and 50 seconds. The timer said more, but I'm gonna say 2 minutes and 50 seconds without breathing. That's insane. And the reason is that your body's already full of oxygen and it has low levels of carbon dioxide, and your brainstem doesn't like detect that it needs to breathe because carbon dioxide is the signal for that. Again, this is without forcing. If I felt like I had to breathe, I would breathe. Never force like Wim Hof says. You don't want to do something dangerous here, right? You have to listen to your body. So I managed to hold my breath for almost 3 minutes. 2 minutes and 50 seconds to be exact. I also tried the Wim Hof push-ups with this breathing technique. It's very interesting. One of the things that I noticed is that I didn't feel pain while doing it. I feel like if I didn't have to breathe, like it's much harder to have a longer retention when you're doing push-ups because your body is asking for more oxygen. But I managed like a 1 minute retention, I think, with the push-ups. Again, don't force. When you need to breathe, you stop, sit down, breathe. I remember doing that day, I was sore already because I did pull-ups the day before, I believe, or 2 days before. So I decided to do push-ups in the morning, I believe that day. I did 20, I think, in the morning with the Wim Hof breathing. Just one set. I tried it. I was like, okay, I felt no pain. I was like, okay, good. I did it again in the afternoon without the Wim Hof breathing. I did 3 sets of push-ups. I think the first set I did like, I don't know, 26, right? And then on the second set, I did like 20. And then the third, I did 20. By the second set, at like number 10 to 12, I was starting to feel pain, like soreness. Right? That was without the Wim Hof breathing. Directly after finishing those 3 sets, I did 3 more sets with the Wim Hof push-ups, right? With the Wim Hof breathing. Here's the interesting part. I was already sore doing those push-ups without the Wim Hof. While doing it with the Wim Hof push-ups, at the first set I did like 14 or 16 because I was just doing the Wim Hof breathing and my retention wasn't that strong on the first set, but I felt no pain. The second set, I did 20 with the Wim Hof, no pain. The third set, I did 20, no pain, and I felt like I could keep going if it wasn't the fact that I needed to breathe. I needed to breathe, so don't force your body. But I felt no pain, no soreness, none of that. And it seems that the fact that your blood is alkaline is making the acid that builds in the muscles and all that causes the soreness, it's causing it to have a harder time of forming, I guess. Interesting. And I ended up doing in total 120 push-ups. And those last sets, I felt no pain. Exactly. That was insane. So there is one thing that happened to me 2 times during the Wim Hof breathing. There was 2 moments in my 30-day experience, and I'm saying way later when I was more experienced. I would say around day 25, maybe 26. My hands had a slight like spasm, but I was completely conscious, completely fine mentally, and I could literally go like thumbs up or whatever. I was conscious, I wasn't in pain or anything of that. That was interesting. And then after that, after 30 days had passed, around 2 weeks later, I recorded the footage, the spasm, right? It occurred twice. It was a 3 to 4 set Wim Hof breathing. So it was very interesting. It was peculiar, but I wasn't in pain. I wasn't unconscious. I didn't feel like I was like, going out or anything. No, I felt fine. If you pay attention to the hand, you'll see that I'm like, so I was feeling Gucci. It was very interesting. As far as the 30-day challenge, I technically did 31 days, but around day 24, there was a day that I was going to do it. It was 12 a.m. So technically I didn't do it the same day, and I fell asleep doing it. I was very sleepy that day. Well, I started like doing the hyperventilations, counting them, and I guess counting them, I fell asleep. I didn't even finish 30 breaths. I didn't even finish the 30 breaths. I don't know, I was like at 20, like I am not kidding, man. I'm not even gonna lie. So I technically failed the 30 days straight, but I did do 30 days of Wim Hof breathing. But it was a fun experiment. It was very good, and I feel like the benefits, scientifically speaking, were great. And on a personal level, I do feel like I felt more gratitude towards the day, more energized starting out my day, because I would do it early mornings before breakfast, because you're supposed to do it on an empty stomach. I would definitely continue to do it. I don't think I would do it every day though, because there are other things I want to put my attention to, other challenges I want to do for this channel and for my personal self-improvement. I do think I'm gonna do it every maybe week or 2. It's good to cause a little bit of stress to the body so it adapts and become stronger. You don't become stronger in a place of comfort. You have to go to the gym, you have to lift, right? You got to get those biceps pumped, whatever it is. You have to run, work that hard. You're not going to get stronger sitting down on a chair all day. I'm not going to get better in YouTube without working my butt off and practicing. You're not going to become an artist if you don't draw. You have to practice. You have to expose yourself even if it's uncomfortable. It was very unique. It was very interesting. And I definitely think I will continue to do it maybe every 2 weeks or so. Maybe once a week. I look forward to more challenges like this, and maybe trying out any of the other 2 pillars of the Wim Hof method, because the breathing technique is just one of the 3 pillars, which is cold exposure therapy and mindfulness meditation, which I technically feel like I did in the last one where I was recording, because I was literally saying to myself, I am going to go deep to the point where I have a spasm just so I can record it. It's not fake, it's real, but at the same time, not force my body. It's gonna come naturally, and I was in that, and I was saying to myself, I'm gonna breathe, I'm gonna go deep. The mind is very powerful. So yeah, that's basically my Wim Hof experience. Wim Hof breathing experience for 30 days, 31 days technically. It was great. Honestly, there's one thing that they say, and it's like, get high on your own supply. And I could see that, especially like the first times, and the last time I did it too, where I went deep. The best word to describe it is, it's euphoric. It was great. It's really good. The tingling sensation, the peace, the calm, but the energy, the adrenaline surging through you. It's great. It's really great. I think my voice just changed. Puberty boy. No, but the adrenaline surging through you, it's really great. You're calm, you're collective, you're relaxed, but you're energized and you're ready to kick some butt. Honestly, you're ready to kick the day's butt. So try it out. 1 day, 3 sets, and yeah, again, make sure to smash that like button. It really helps me out, and consider subscribing for more self-betterment from Shaggy. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out any of the videos over here. This one's one YouTube suggests you watch, and this one on the bottom is one I picked just for you. And like Wim Hof says, to you, all the love and all the power.